Toys Radio and Electronics Workbench. Today we have on the bench the infamous Galaxy Saturn Turbo from probably 1990 somewhere. We're going to check this one out and see if we can't get it back up to its glory days. It's very, very dirty. It's got dirt on the inside of the window and out, so I'm in for some pretty big cleaning on this one. Let's turn it on and see if it has a heartbeat. And it does, sort of. The lights are out. Everything's really terribly crackly. Got to do that first. Okay, let's get it up here on channel 19. See if we got. We do have ears, but they're not very good. Where's the RF gain, AF gain, RF gain? The ears are way down. Hardly anything on the meter. This one's gonna need some TLC. Power supply looks good. It's bang on frequency. Audio. Yep, somebody's been in this one. It's definitely got its mod limiter pulled, or the AMC is all the way up. Poor thing. Okay, right gain, there's power. Oh, yeah. First things first, we'll pull the covers off and clean these potentiometers up so I can see what's going on with it really, because it's got some issues. I suspect somebody's had his grubby little fingers in there on every single control. So let's do that. I'm gonna open her up. See what we got. Okay, I got this thing all ripped apart. It seems to be basically functional now. I was able to repair the transmit circuit. Somebody had cut a resistor in the wrong place, and I was able to align the output section to where it seems reasonable. It's a little corroded on the inside. I got a lot of cleaning to do. Here's the front panel. It needs to be douched and washed, cleaned out. I'll be doing that next. Get the front panel all cleaned up. I replaced the CMOS battery, which is down here. CMOS battery is right here where my finger is, right there. That's this new CMOS battery I put in there. The resistor I changed was back here in the transmit. Somebody cut it, and there's two adjustments in there to adjust the output power. One's for low power, one's for high power, and he had cut it inadvertently, one of these resistors. I have no idea why. And that brought back the AMC and the low power control. So maybe he was trying to kill the AMC with doing something crazy. I don't know. Some people just get in there and do stuff. So we're working on it. The meters look okay. Everything is functional. It's been in a bad place though. I can see corrosion in a lot of places. There's a lot of rust back here. I'm going to try to get some of that out of there. We'll get some WD-40 and try to rub that out. And so I'm going to continue on And I'll be back when I get the front panel assembled, and we'll do a I've already done a checkout that it's bang on frequency. I didn't have to do anything there. Receive sensitivity is great. It seems to be okay. I didn't have to do a whole lot to it. Somebody got in there and dicked with it a little bit. We're going to do some more extensive tests, and somebody had the front panel off and bent the hell out of this LED. So you got to watch that when you take this front panel off. You got to put it back on. Be very careful that you don't squish the LED there. So I'm going to go off and do all that. Not going to bore you with it, and I'll be back. Okay, I got the front panel all cleaned up. Looks a lot better than it did. Washed it up. It came apart, so I got to re-glue all this stuff back together. This is all part of the front panel glass. I'm going to do that and set it aside and go back to the main unit and do some more cleaning on it. It's getting close to lunchtime, so I'll be back. Where do I want to go? Of course.
Why don't you come to and see what you can do? And why are the matters composed in disasters? Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know that times are turning? Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know that day is burning? Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know that clock is running? Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know that day is coming?
Okay, I got the front panel all cleaned up and got it glued back together. Now we're doing knobs. Just take some, this is how I do it, take a toothbrush and some 409 and give them the old scrubberoo. Get these done, I'll be ready to put the front panel back together, I hope. And I'll be back when I'm done. Now I'm working on the front panel meter lights. We have removed the old bulbs, and they were hot glued in there, so we're going to do that the same with the new ones. They are hot glued in there as well, but these are not bulbs, they are LEDs, and they should last quite a bit longer. We'll use the same filters, the same dispersion filters that were on there, and we'll install these guys and see how it looks. Hot glue, yay! Hot glue stuff. Just, if you can't do it right, hot glue it. Okay, got the bulbs in. I had to take those filters off. It looked absolutely horrid with those yellow filters on there. You couldn't see the red of this thing or anything. See, I don't know, not going to be the greatest for this, but yeah, it looks pretty good. You can kind of see they're pretty bright. You know, it's pretty good. That looks good. This looks good. It's all clean now. We're gonna put the front panel on. This thing's been sitting in the sun, I think, because the red is really faded on that, and that's kind of weird. Must have been sitting in a barn in the sun or something. But I think it's good enough. Let's put the front panel back on and see how it looks. I'll be back when I got the panel on. Alright, it's almost back together again. It's back up and running. I've done a alignment check, went through and did the tweaking that needed to be done. Everything seems to be just fine and dandy. There's the audio. It looks pretty good there. It's got some interesting, sounds really good online. Everything seems to be good. It's swinging about 100, 120 watts. 25 swinging for a Galaxy Saturn Turbo. That's kind of where I want it to be. I don't want it to be splattering all over the place. So we fixed all the splatter box to it. And I'm going to put the bottom cover on and maybe put the top cover on it. I got some cleaning to do on the top cover. It is filthy. As you can see, it cleaned up pretty nice. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, the scope's in the way. Let's get the scope out of the way here. Cleaned up pretty nice. Yeah, a few hours of dinking with it. Seems to be pretty stable as well. On the LED works. It was all crunched and crammed in there. Somebody didn't put the display back, put the front panel back on right, and kind of dinged it up a little bit. Needs just a little bit more cleaning, and I'm going to put the covers on, put it on the air. And then we'll put it and let it sit on my burn-in pile for a while and let it run for a while and see how it, see if it lives, see if it does anything over time. This thing hasn't been powered up probably in 20 years. All the caps look good. I don't see any leakers. I took 4 or 5 out of the ones that I always know if they fail, they all fail. All of these look really good. I haven't checked the echo board. I suppose I could do that. The echo board. Let's see. Audio. Yep. The echo works. Yep, that'll do it. Audio. Hello. Yeah, it's good. We'll leave that. So the echo works. I know that. Everything else works. I've tested all the functions. All the knobs and switches work pretty good. Got them all cleaned up. So I think we're almost done with this thing as far as, except for the burn-in. So let's do that next. Let's do the, I gotta clean the cover. This thing's filthy. And I'll be back when I clean it all up and put it back together. Okay, I think I made it to the semi-finish line. It's got to go into the burn-in pile. I'm going to let it sit on for a couple of days before I call the customer and make sure it doesn't die. It's been a while since it's been ran a lot. It seems to be pretty stable now. I got her on the air, and there's not much on it here. Looks pretty good there. Go up the sideband. It's got great sensitivity. Do a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Spin the dial a few times here. It's pretty quiet out there for everybody, so just a little bit of a doodad. I didn't show you a whole lot of the details of this radio, but we can go through a little bit. It came with an echo board. As an echo board, it has a power. This thing is continuously from 5 watts to 25 watts on AM, swinging to 100. So wherever you set it, it will do 100% modulation. So on 5 it swings to about 20, and on 25 it swings to about 100. And I was able to get that dialed in. On sideband it'll do about 100, 110 on sideband swinging. And all these buttons, anybody who knows the 2950 knows how they work. I replaced the battery backup for the CMOS battery backup, so it now remembers what channel you're on, remembers all the settings again. I usually just leave the ANL on. Squelch works good. All the pots and switches are clean. It was mostly just dirty. I don't know where it sat, but it had pine needles all poked up into this area here. I had to pull all that stuff out and clean. It was just a ton of dirt. The top of it was just terribly dirty. The whole front of it was dirty. I don't know if you saw it in the first opening when I first opened it. It was when I first showed you. It was a mess. It was like it had been sitting for 20 years somewhere, not very good. I think it would have sat there any longer, it probably would have killed the radio. So keep in mind, do not put electronics in garages where it gets cold and hot. They will not live. Same with storage facilities. You think, oh, it's so nice and dry in here. No, if it's not heated, it will get damp, and this kind of stuff will just rust. So that's kind of it for this one. I might do a follow-up if it dies. We'll see. And here I am again on the conclusion of another video. Like I said, I didn't show a whole lot of detail on this one. I've been sitting here for about, let's see, it's 1 o'clock. I've been here since 8:30 this morning. 7:30, 8 o'clock. I think it was about 7:45 when I first started on it. So I got about 5-6 hours into it. Seems to be pretty stable. I'm gonna set it over here to the other side and just put it on, turn it on, and leave it on for a while. And we'll see how it works. See if it lives. We'll put it on the air and just let her sit. Let her bake in for a while. Let all those electrons swirl around and do what all they do. And if anything goes haywire, it should happen in the first day or two when I got it sitting there. But thanks for watching, and God bless out there, and we'll see you in the next one. And please like and subscribe, and for bye now.